Welcome to BFR Radio, a podcast dedicated to all things blood flow restriction training. This podcast is proudly sponsored by the BFR.co, where if you want to buy your own BFR cuffs, access online BFR training programs, increase your own BFR knowledge with the accredited BFR.co course, or you want more information about this type of training, this is your one place to go. And I'm your host, Dr. Chris Gavilio. Hi everyone, welcome to BFR Radio. I guess I should really be calling this BFR Radio Shorts. I'm still editing the full podcast. It was supposed to be this week, probably next week now, about a friend of mine who's been using BFR to unbelievable success with helping his back and hip pain, which has helped his just functional well-being, but also helped him get some bigger biceps, and we'll go into that story as well. I work with a lot of track and field athletes. We're in the middle of our competition season, and unfortunately, some athletes get injuries, muscle tears or muscle injuries, and sometimes it's touch and go whether they can compete or not. And usually it's a timeline factor. So take, for example, Cedric Dubla, an athlete I work with, 3 weeks before Tokyo Olympics, he suffered a grade 2 hamstring tear. Traditionally, it would be 6 weeks before he's back to 100%, but he had 3 weeks before his competition. So within 12 days, he had to prove his fitness, and he ran 95% of his maximum speed to get the tick of approval to get on the plane. Fast forward, the total of 3 weeks post-injury, he actually got through a full 10 events over 2 days in one of the most grueling track and field events that you could possibly do with no issues with his hamstring at all. And subsequently, I've had great success with other people who have had injuries they needed to get. This is like their last resort. So what I actually did is I broke this down and tried to make it really simple and explain the mechanisms as to why BFR is an effective tool to improving muscle recovery. Listen in, enjoy the little shorts, and looking forward to seeing you very soon, where we'll be going through a full podcast where we will be talking all things BFR around better backs and bigger biceps. When you injure a muscle, your body's immune system triggers the healing process, which involves complex cell signaling pathways, cellular types, and hormonal triggers. Typically, these processes are activated via tension or mechanical overload, or load on the bar. However, during the early stages of a traditional rehab strength program, it's difficult to create sufficient mechanical stress or tension due to damaged muscle. It's been shown by wearing BFR cuffs during strength training, the subsequent increase in metabolic stress can provide the necessary stimulus to activate the same cell signaling pathways, cellular types, and hormonal triggers previously only activated by higher load training. But how does it work? Well, when you injure a muscle, your immune system comes into action to start the healing process. Think of your immune system as an army of soldiers ready to fight off any invaders. When you injure a muscle, the first soldiers to arrive are the neutrophils. These soldiers release cytokines that call for more immune cells to come and help. One type of immune cell that is called to action are the monocytes or macrophages. Monocytes and macrophages play a crucial role in muscle remodeling. When muscle tissue is damaged or stressed, monocytes are recruited to the site of injury. These cells are like the garbage trucks of your body. They help clean up all the debris and foreign particles left behind from the injury through a process called phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is like a vacuum cleaner sucking up all the mess in your muscle. And during muscle remodeling, the phagocytic cells or macrophages are not only recruited to the damaged area to remove the debris, but they also initiate the healing process. As the macrophages clean up the mess, they release myogenic factors, and this helps stimulate the growth of new muscle cells called myoblasts. And this is achieved by the activation of muscle stem cells called satellite cells. Think of myoblasts like little construction workers who help build the new muscle. The myoblasts then turn into myotubes, which are like the building blocks of your muscle. Finally, cytokines are signaling molecules that play a crucial role in muscle remodeling. Think of cytokines like messengers who tell your body what to do. They regulate satellite cell activation and differentiation, which is a critical process for muscle growth and repair. Furthermore, the pro-inflammatory cytokines released by the immune cells can stimulate anabolic signaling, which leads to muscle hypertrophy and regeneration. BFR strength training is not only effective for building muscle and increasing strength, but it has tremendous potential for enhancing recovery from muscle injuries. And by understanding the role of the immune system and how BFR training can activate the necessary cell signaling pathways, you too can take advantage of this powerful tool to get back to your training sooner. Whether you're an athlete, fitness enthusiast, or simply looking to recover from an injury, BFR strength training may be that missing piece to accelerate your recovery from injury. That concludes it for our little BFR radio shorts or snippets. Question to you is, did you enjoy it? And if you actually want to hear more of these quick little 5-minute snippets of information, let me know and I'll fashion them up. Try and actually break down the science so that everyone can understand it. See you soon when we will be talking about better backs and bigger biceps. Thanks for listening.